Today we will be replacing a taillight bulb on this '08 Honda CR-V. If you come to the taillights, there are two main bulbs. There's a marker light here and a marker light here. Our problem is the lower one, so we'll be removing the assembly and replacing the bulb. First thing to do, we have a tab right there on the bottom and a tab right here on the top that we need to take a flathead screwdriver, pop those tabs off. Honda recommends taking a towel or a piece of cloth and wrap it around the tip of your screwdriver so that you don't scratch up the plastic. As long as you're careful with the screwdriver, it shouldn't really matter if you use a cloth or not. So there's the first tab. Now if we take a look inside where we pulled the cap off, you can see it's a Phillips screw on both holes. You can also use a socket if you'd like to do that. Now we can go ahead and remove the screws. Make sure that you put a good amount of inward pressure onto the screw while you're turning it so you don't strip the head off of it. There we go. Now the taillight should pull straight out that way. Don't worry about those noises, there's just a few clips that hold this onto the body here. Now we come to the back here, we have the light, and it should just twist out. Twist it like you're unscrewing a screw. And there's the bulb right there. And since it's burnt out, we can just grab it. And we'll bring this down to the local parts store and find a replacement. Alright, so we went down to the parts store, we got a new bulb here, and we're going to go ahead and put it in. Note here is you should try not to touch the bulb with your fingers. Try to use a piece of cloth to grab it or something like that. But if you're touching it like I am, then you're going to want to go ahead and wipe it down with some kind of cleaner afterwards, like a rubbing isopropyl alcohol type of thing, just to get all the oils off of the bulb. If you don't do that, then the oils can cause excessive heat to build up in the bulb and cause premature failure. You'll be replacing it again a lot sooner. So we can just plug it back into the plug here. It doesn't matter which way it goes. Then we take the assembly, screw it back into the housing, and I'm actually going to go ahead and clean up the whole side of here, areas where the light rubs up against it, just to get any dirt out that might end up causing the paint to wear. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so for reassembly, this is really only going to fit in one way for you. If you take a look at the back, you'll notice a few pins that need to slide into the car. So go ahead and line those up and push the light back in. Then go ahead and put your Phillips screws back in and put the caps back on the screws, and you're all done. Maybe a good idea to go ahead and just test your light before you go ahead and put the assembly back together. So, you know, put your light into the socket and go turn your lights on and make sure that the new bulb is working. You know, it's not a real big deal if you end up putting it back together and it's not working, because it's pretty easy to take apart. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.